we brought all these guys that are volunteers, and we really want to thank them for joining us tonight. I wanted to give a big thank you to Jamie's colleagues, the ones who joined us over the years in volunteering with us. Our involvement with the club has always been a group effort, and it's been really a pleasure for us to facilitate providing opportunities for these individuals to get involved and give back to their community. I want to give a special thank you to Helen Davidoff. She's out here tonight. So it's super cute. Helen has been like the brains and action behind our activities, and they would not have been as excellent as they have been without her help. So thank you, Helen. Taking that first step in volunteering can kind of be an intimidating one, and that's how we got involved with the club in Venice. As Armando mentioned in the video, we were looking to give Christmas gifts to some families in the local community, and so I called around a few nonprofits in the local area, and the response I got from Armando was great. He was really helpful and really responsive and really helpful in guiding us into providing gifts for families that Christmas. Eric Aldridge and Armando Diaz, Amy Martinez have been really hands-on in helping guide us into finding a place for us in their community, and have made volunteering really easy and a lot of fun too. As we've gotten more involved in the club over the years, I've really come to appreciate the space that the club provides for these kids. It's not only a place for them to feel like they can belong and where they can find friends and great activities and some really great things going on at the club, but they also have adults. They're surrounded by adults that really care about them and really have a positive influence in their lives. I think especially I appreciate the club being there for the teens during such a crucial time in their life, where it just gives them a space away from parents, away from school, with adults that can help guide and support them on their journey into adulthood. So we have just been really blessed to experience what is happening at the club, and to also help in providing an influence and support, and just getting to know the kids. It's just been great and awesome, and it keeps us young, and this is really an honor, and we're very humbled and grateful for this award, so thank you.
Good looking group, huh? So the first time when JoAnne introduced me to the club, that's kind of how we got started, and I think it was around 4 or 5 years ago. And it was initially to try to make an impact with a couple select families in the west side at Christmas time. So my staff and myself got behind it. Let's try to find a couple families, and that's how we stumbled across the Boys and Girls Club. And I'll remember that first Christmas because I can just imagine how intimidating it was to the family, because a group of around this size showed up at a woman's doorstep singing Christmas carols, and we gave her family like a lot of nice stuff, like Target gift cards and clothing and Xboxes, and like, I mean, would have been, when somebody knocked on the door and gave me that, I'd been like, Merry Christmas, man. And so she came out crying. She was bawling, and she said, you know, this is just an awesome Christmas. And I didn't really know how, like, I just thought, yeah, it's awesome because we'll bring some toys and all that good stuff. But she said, you know, the kids, their father just passed away in September, and if that's not hard enough, I couldn't afford a Christmas tree, let alone, you know, Christmas presents. And so we're all just kind of, you know, we're still singing our Christmas carols and trying to have a good time. And we had a great time. It moved all of us. But all of us came back from that experience saying, man, we got to do this more often. And we made a commitment that we can't just do this at Christmas. We want to get more involved. We don't want to do things for money. We work for money, but we want to do some charitable causes, and we don't want any recognition for it. And it was even weird because when I was asked to receive this award, I initially declined because I'm like, that's not how we roll. We're kind of the underground. And then they told me that we'd be sharing center stage with Coach Howland, and I decided to maybe take one for the team. A little bit of it. So then after that Christmas experience, okay, we're motivated, we want to make an impact, and we put some event together at the club. And I was nervous. I'm from Saskatchewan, Canada. So I'm from a small little town, so for me to try to even relate to teenagers growing up in Los Angeles, I forget it. So I knew I had a comfort zone and I knew I had to stretch it, and so we go down to that first event and we're trying to talk about what we're good at, which is leadership and public speaking and sales, and there's a few niches that we have that we wanted to try to help the kids with, and they weren't listening to me at all. And it was frustrating because I'm used to being at work where people will listen, and if they don't listen, I'll make them listen. And these kids weren't listening, and I got a whistle, and I'm blowing a whistle. One of those pictures that came up, I remember that. I was frustrated, my doctor's printed out a picture. And so they weren't really listening, but at the very end of it, we gave them all a little iPod shuffle, and I had their full attention. They started asking, when is it coming back? Where did it come back? And so it was really fun because we went to Magic Mountain, we went boating, we've gone bowling, skating, super sails. We've just had a ton of fun here with these kids. And I just want to share a couple things that I've learned about the kids that I think is kind of good to share with everybody here. And things that I've learned about myself too, just getting involved with the Boys and Girls Club. First thing I learned is these kids are really smart, and they don't need to be told what to do. But they're really, they'll figure it out on their own. They're resourceful enough to figure this stuff on their own. And what they're really looking for are people that are willing to listen to them. That's probably one of the biggest skills I've learned with the kids, is just keep quiet and just listen, and they've got great stories to share. And they want great positive mentors in their lives that will take the time and actually care. I mean, that's what I've learned about the kids. I've also learned about myself that I'm at my best when I'm serving, which is really cool. I mean, I'm in my strength zone when I'm serving. And so the other day, I felt like I hit a new pinnacle in my career with the Boys and Girls Club, if you will. I was taking a couple kids home after playing basketball, after beating them with my dad. I was playing basketball, and we went to El Pollo Loco, we grabbed a bite to eat, and one of the kids says to me, says, Jamie, you're the coolest white guy I know. Yeah. We've come a long way from, blowing a whistle, and now the coolest white guy, some of these guys don't like it. So I just want to say this, if you want to really know what someone's priorities are, take a look at their checkbook and take a look at their calendar. How people spend their time and money will pretty much expose their priorities. And the club helps keep my priorities in check. It really keeps me in that zone of making sure that time and money is being dedicated to a worthy cause. And I crave purpose and passion in my life. Being a part of this club helps me live out my passion to help out others. I want to thank you all for helping the club become the beacon of positive influence in Los Angeles. Your time and money are greatly appreciated. Thank you all very much.